Morning, I'd like you welcome to the Honda Off-Road Experience. My name's Mick Extance. Today's lessons are going to consist of basic bike position. I'm going to go through the sat down position first, and then I'm going to move into the standing up position, okay? Riding off-road bike, it's all about positioning, moving about on the bike. So sitting down, we need to be sat towards the front of the bike, because what tends to happen if we don't, you end up sliding back down the seat and the front wheel goes light and they become hard to ride, okay? So weight towards the front. To make that a little bit easier on yourself, tip the knees in towards the rad panels. Don't be squashing them, but just feel you've got contact with them. That way then you take a bit of load out of it on the arms. Elbows want to be in that position, and try and get used to covering the controls. To ride an off-road bike properly, you will find that the clutch will become your best friend, okay? So again, to make that a little bit easier, a couple of fingers on the clutch, a couple of fingers on the brake. Feet want to be tipped in towards the engine at all times. We don't want to be riding along like that. Makes your eyes water a little bit, okay? So feet in, front of the bike, knees tipped in. So now through into the standing up position. Towards the front of the seat's ideal. Another little tip is lock your knees out. A lot of people kind of ride like that. Just kick your knees back, then it becomes easier. Tip yourself forward. If you lean forward, it makes it a little bit easier. It's the same kind of thing with the sitting down. You tend to give it a little bit of acceleration and you slide back, and you end up becoming like a rocking horse all day, rocking yourselves back and forward. So lean yourself forward, elbows in the same position, knees locked out, and looking ahead. Now I'm stood up, I can see so much more. Okay, I'm sure throughout the day we're all going to be falling off at some point, so we're just going to go through now, picking the bike up. First and foremost thing is to make sure you switch the bike up before you set about picking up, okay? So to do that, you just press this button here, it will stop it straight away. As you can see now, this bike's on its steering lock. It won't go this way anymore, okay? So click onto there, we can use that to help us pick the bike up. And another useful little tip is, get used to covering the front brake. Me, I always put one finger on the front brake, bike onto its lock like it is now. Now we can set about walking the bike away from us. What we don't want to be doing is picking them up from here, okay? Particularly once we're out on the trails, the bike's going to get muddier, the gloves are going to get wet. All that's going to happen is you're going to fall over the top of the bike and somebody will see you and have a giggle at you, okay? So just don't do it. And on a serious note, you know, I've seen guys have horrendous crashes. They've ran back to the bike, grabbed the bike from here and pulled the back out. Just all that happens is, try and pick it up from there, it just does that, okay? So it's onto its steering lock, finger on the front brake, and just nice and steady, walk it away from you. Okay, so once we've picked the bike up, a few important checks that we must do. Most off-road bikes now have got hand guards built into them, but it doesn't mean to say that, you know, something can't go off with the controls. Make sure that the levers are still as they should be. Another important one, particularly now, a lot of bikes are electric start. Give the accelerator a bit of a flip, make sure that the turns, it's so easy to pick it up, press the button, the accelerator's kind of got stuck in the mud or that, so just give that bit of a flip, make sure that that's all okay. Another useful little tip is as well, flip the footrests. Get the mud off of them. If not, you find yourself riding off down the track and your foot's trying to come off the footrest, okay? So just quick flick of the footrest, feet back on, make sure the accelerator turns, most important one. Again, a bit embarrassing if you come down the track shouting help because you picked it up and it fires into life, okay? So just a little bit of common sense, give it a quick check over and make sure you're ready to set off.